5 months ago, the famous speedrunner Dream got caught cheating in his speedrun, so I made a video called Minecraft Speedrunner Dream Busted for Cheating Drama, but then Dream put out a video proving, and notice how proving is in quotation marks there, he put out a video proving he didn't cheat, so then the whole internet flipped to being back on Dream's side, so I had...
Yes, the entire internet flipped to being on my side. It wasn't like there was not a single video ever made in support other than my video, and there wasn't like 10 videos made against my video, and all of collectively Reddit and collectively anyone that, you know, that wasn't a fan of mine, that was giving me the benefit of the doubt based on my behavior, which is a reasonable thing for a person to do. Come on, Dunkey. Come on, Dunkey. You're better than this, Dunkey.
Top it all off, he did this entire time, and you know what game he cheated at?
Dunkey!
Yeah, let that sink in.
Yo, Dream, are you okay? Holy shit. So, this clip comes from a stream Dream did last night, responding to both Fireb0rn and Video Game Dunkey's videos in regards to his cheating scandal. The reason people are making videos on this now despite the drama being 5 months old is because after spending those 5 months saying that he hasn't cheated, Dream came out with a response on Twitter saying that he did, but accidentally. If you want to see what he had to say in that tweet, I have a video that you can check out about it right here. But apparently what he posted wasn't enough, as he felt the need to elaborate on his Twitch stream. He retreads a lot of the same ground he did in the tweet, but he also says a lot of new things. Here are the additional points he made in that stream.
So I'm scrolling through my videos, okay? 6 months ago, no speedruns. Okay, well, I mean, to be fair, they're speedruns, but they're not like speedruns. They're not official. Okay, I'll clarify my verbiage because people like to nitpick everything. No official speedruns, okay? These are all me and my friends goofing around in Minecraft. They're not something that is submitted to an official leaderboard or anything. Almost a year ago is my last upload of a speedrun video, and it's 1.15. Now, I never uploaded a 1.16 speedrun. Out of all of these videos, from start to finish, I've uploaded 3 speedruns. That's the first thing. The second thing is that as of 2 days ago, all the speedruns I've uploaded on my channel were still, despite the drama back in December, verified. So basically, on 1.16 on speedruns, which obviously on my Twitch, I mostly do for fun, and if you go back and you watch my VODs back then, I mean, I'm memeing around, I'm doing dumb stuff. It wasn't such a serious thing. I wanted to get a good time. I didn't even plan on submitting any time, and I say that at the beginning, because I wasn't going for world record or anything, and I didn't ever get world record. But I was planning on getting a sub 25, which I ended up getting a sub 20. People were suspicious, like he had higher drops. And so they brought that to the mods' attention, and then the mods came and asked me for some things, and I provided everything that I could at the time. The only thing that I wasn't able to provide was my mods folder. I was able to provide it, but I told them it'd be useless. But the way mods work is that there's a single mods folder that in every version is the same. I sped-run 1.15 the day after my 1.16 run that was in question. And so any mods that are 1.16 are incompatible with 1.15. And so in order to run 1.15, you would have to move the mods that you have out of your mods folder from 1.16 and move in 1.15 mods. So the mods asked me for a list of what mods I had in my mods folder. I said I had potentially a chat mod that was made for my videos. I said that I had Sodium, and I said that I was running Fabric. And they asked about Fabric API, and I said, I don't know, I might have had Fabric API, I'm not sure, which is just an API to, I said if I had the chat mod, then I would have had Fabric API, and I do have Fabric API. But I said that I was pretty certain that I wasn't running it at the time, because I was. And that's me, that's my fault. But I was accused. I went mad. I got crazy. I sent clown emojis. I went full toxic stan mode, right? I did it. I take fault for that. I did. I said mean things. I said Geosquare go back to the circus. I said a lot of stuff. And it was not very nice. Contrary to popular belief, I did investigate. I actually used a Java decompiler and decompiled every file on my computer that I could find, every mod. And the only reason for that was because someone mentioned, well, what if somebody like sabotaged you and added a mod on your computer? And I was like, oh, there's no shot, but I'll check. I did, and there was nothing. There's this video, don't send hate. I disliked it. Okay, I did. Okay, to be fair, I do dislike the video, just to say, but, okay, I'm just gonna watch the video. I'm gonna watch the video. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna react to it. Don't send any hate, please. Don't. It'll make me look bad.
Earlier today, Dream finally admitted to cheating his 1.16 speedrun.
That
and
is
in a nearly 3,000 word
misinformative
apology, claimed that it was all just an accident.
That is
He
true.
modded
That is
the
true.
game, accidentally left those mods on during
Eh.
his speedruns, and haven't we
Partially
heard?
true.
Dream's apology begs us all to move on from the drama, and the
That's phrased in a bad way, to be fair.
why is he in his bathtub at 4 a.m. bringing it up again? It's because earlier in the day, moderators rejected yet another run of his for cheating.
That is not true. It wasn't confirmed as a cheated run. They removed it because it's a standard practice to remove any run that could potentially be cheated from somebody who had a run removed. This happened around MCC time the other day. So this guy saying that is just misinformation because it's not true. The run was not removed because it was a cheated run. I will admit that was part of the reason that I ended up making this guy. But the only reason was I knew this was going to be brought up. And I thought, the main reason that I hadn't said anything about this for the last like 3 months, however long since I removed the response video, was because there was no big drama around. But when this happened, I was like, all right, I mean, it's being brought up again. So I was like, I'll take this opportunity. I can bring it up because it's already being brought up again.
It's some really interesting timing for him to suddenly become apologetic about the situation.
I mean, I've been apologetic about the situation since like January. Again, that's very misleading. Like I apologized to the mods in I think January. I did like interviews and stuff on YouTube since then multiple times. So saying that I randomly had a change of heart is not true whatsoever. But
Didn't want to waste so much time acquiring the ender pearls needed to beat the game.
so in our challenge videos, this is something that we said before on live streams about Enderman is since like, I don't even know how long. It's been basically since the beginning of time. We've had a plugin that makes Enderman drop pearls more likely and Enderman spawn more likely because of how Minecraft works, and it sucks. And like, so for challenge videos where we're just playing for fun and we're trying to beat the game and we're not going to sit there in caves for a million hours hunting Enderman, that's a plugin, not a mod, and that's very important.
Dream claims that this mod was used accidentally in his speedruns.
No.
And it follows
That is
from his
just
behavior
false.
that
That's
he
just
also
false.
never noticed that this mod was being used.
Okay. Yes, if that was the case, that sounds absolutely ridiculous. That doesn't make any sense. And that's not at all what I said, nor is that the case. That doesn't make any sense. Yes, if I had a mod coded that I knew I had a mod that upped Ender Pearl rates and Blaze Rod drops, why would I not think, oh, I have a mod that ups Enderman rates and Blaze Rod drops, and go and check it? That doesn't make any sense. Obviously, that would be the most ridiculous thing ever. I'd be like such an idiot to say that. You have to be an idiot to misinterpret those words and think, oh, he thinks we're gonna fall for this bullcrap of him saying that he knew we had this mod, but he didn't think that was what happened when he was presented with math. Like, no, that's ridiculous. What I explained in the document that everybody that has made a video on this clickbaiting Dream said he cheated has chosen to either intentionally or unintentionally miss out is that I've never in any of my videos used a mod that increased pearl rates or increased blaze rod rates. And as a developer, plugins and mods are completely different. So a plugin that increases pearl rates that we've had since the beginning of time is not similar at all to a mod that increases pearl rates that I had no idea existed. So right now I'm on no mod. You see my F3 menu? It's like big and bulky. I'm gonna go ahead and switch Minecrafts real quick. So as you can see, okay. All right, never mind. This says Dream not found. Okay, anyway, okay, that's part of the mod, but okay, that's actually not part of the mod. That's part of. Okay, I didn't do that. That's all I have to say. I didn't do that. Okay, whatever. I'm moving on. Anyway, so okay, whatever. Wow, it says Dream servers. When I go here, wow, there's the Dream SMP, there's recording servers, there's bits, there's shorts, there's thumbnails, there's drills. The point is, I wanted an overall mod to improve my videos, and there's things in it, like as an example, particles in the nether reduced. And the reason for that is that particles in the nether can make your bitrate really bad. And your bitrate is just something that affects your quality on YouTube. There's plenty of things like that that are very niche that just you probably don't even realize that are in like manhunts and other videos that make the video better. The timeline of events is this. So we have the beginning of time, which is here. We have the developer being hired, which is here. And we have 1.16 release, which is here. Now, when 1.16 released, the developer, who's been working on mods since many months before 1.16 was released, realized that in 1.16, there's piglin barters. And piglin barters are better for getting pearls than killing Endermen. And so he realized, oh, well, whenever their plugin that currently works on 1.14 can be better on 1.16. On 1.16, he worked on a plugin. Now again, say importantly, a plugin, not a mod, which is completely different. I was not aware even of this plugin being worked on. right? Now, this mod is something that I used frequently in all of my recordings, and I was testing frequently in all of my recordings, and all of my streams, and all of my practices, and everything. I had no reason whatsoever to believe in any way that this would ever have any negative thing in it. That's the first thing. The second that I was accused, which was a week after my stream, I figured, like, people are saying, again, this is the narrative. How would he not realize? How would he never think? Just the first thing I would do is check my mods. Like, yeah, I did. And as a Java developer, I decompiled them with the Java decompiler to even look through the code and make sure. And there was nothing. But the problem is I was asked a week after my run. And in a week, a lot changes. So I move mods around. Mods are deleted. New versions of mods are updated, so on and so forth. By the time the week had passed, there was nothing. I had no reason whatsoever in any way, shape, or form to believe in any way that I ever could have cheated.
When your luck is 1 in 7.5 trillion and you're an experienced speedrunner, how can you claim to not notice that something's wrong?
So the thing is, and I'm saying this as somebody who doesn't understand math, as far as I know, this number came to with binomial distribution, which is over a long period of time. And basically what it is if you have a higher percentage over a long period of time, then you can come to a conclusion it's unlucky. It's not going, you got a 1 in 7.5 trillion, you were just always getting pearls. Obviously that's noticeable. But if over 6 days, you're just getting more pearls, like not that much more pearls. I mean, you're getting a decent amount more pearls, but you're not getting so much more that every time you're trading, you're getting pearls. This was the day after my record on 1.16. And this is talking to a moderator before anything was brought up. I say in this screenshot, which happened on October 9th, that I feel like my drop luck is average after everything that happened. And it was unrelated to being accused in any way. We were just talking. We were friends. And he was saying how one of the runners was like raging on stream, reacting to me getting good luck with chests, not with like drops, but with chests. I had 150,000 people watching me, and one person after a week tweeted something saying, oh, this seems kind of suspicious. He had higher luck. So if 150,000 people, of which probably not a decent portion, but probably a lot of them were professional speedrunners, how am I supposed to have noticed it when I'm playing and I have no reason to believe that things are increased when none of them did?
Even entertain the possibility that the drop rates were modded when you'd been using a mod that does literally exactly that.
It's just a lie. That's just a lie. That is an outright complete lie. I never said that anywhere. That is completely out of context. I've never knowingly, since I've played Minecraft 11 years ago, said or ever used a mod that had increased pearl drops or blaze rods intentionally, in videos or out of videos. Again, plugins and mods are very different. Yeah, that would be ridiculous. I agree. If that was the case, that would be absolutely ridiculous, and they have a complete reason to, be like, wow, what an idiot. That's ridiculous. How foolish does he think we are? That's not the case. That's not the case at all. That doesn't make any sense.
I wouldn't attack moderators.
Yeah, but okay, that's again, it's just misleading because I didn't know at the time that I attacked the moderators. If I had known, obviously that's not what I would have done. That's dumb. That would be incredibly stupid. That would make me objectively a bad person. If you know that you're wrong and you're sitting there and publicly smashing on somebody, that's wrong. That is horrible. But I didn't know. I had no idea.
Writing that he wasn't able to provide them with the mods folder because he overwrote it.
This is way before I was being accused of cheating. They were investigating the run, but they weren't telling me, hey, you cheated. We were on really good terms. We were just talking. They said, hey, can you send us your mods folder? And I said, oh, why? And they said, because we want to get update dates. And I said, oh, well, there'll be no update dates because I move mods in and out of my folder every day.
Dream then immediately contradicted himself, writing that he wasn't able to provide them.
I didn't contradict myself because I provided everything they asked for. They said, that's fine. Do you have this? And I said, yes. So I felt like it was like a substitute. It'd be like, hey, can I have Coke? And it's like, well, no, we have Pepsi. And you're like, okay, yeah, sure. I love Pepsi.
Dream told them he deleted his mods folder in frustration.
That's true. But again, it's misleading because if you look at the mod conversation, again, it was a friendly conversation between mods, and this was later on, and this was after I had already been accused of cheating. And so when I was being accused of cheating and I had no idea what was going on, I deleted my speedruns mods folder because I didn't plan on speedrunning at all anymore. And this was after the mods had already asked me for everything that they could have. I'd already given them what they needed. So it wasn't like, wow, he deleted the one thing that could prove his innocence. Like, no, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because it was a week later, it was already modified, and you already move it in and out. So it literally wouldn't matter in any way whatsoever.
He doesn't come across as giving a shit about the moderators at all.
I'll be honest, I didn't. I'll be honest. At that point, I did not. That was shitty of me, but I didn't. I cared more about the fact that I felt like at the time I was being slandered and, drugged through the mud for no reason.
Dream claims he never told the truth sooner because he figured the community had been through enough.
So, again, like, just the whole way he puts it is like it's just so misleading. He says that I didn't tell the truth earlier. No, I didn't lie. As soon as I realized that what had happened, I removed the video, and I said on live streams multiple times, I said, I don't want to talk about it anymore. And yes, it's been 2.5 months or however long since I realized, and I should have said something earlier. I'm sorry for that. I should have said something earlier. But to me, I felt guilty, and I felt prideful, and I already went through all of this shit for nothing, and all of this hate people saying like, oh, there's so many people that, thought you didn't cheat. Like, that's true. There's a lot of people that were going, oh, Dream didn't cheat. And in this case, it depends what your definition of cheat is. I didn't. The run was invalid. That's 100% true. I did not intentionally cheat in any way whatsoever. And I felt bad after I found out that I had used a mod in one of my submitted runs on 1.16 that I never uploaded on YouTube. I felt guilty. I felt like shit, and it affected my mental health for the next 3 months as I mauled over it.
In my opinion, his motive for making the apology was the same as before, to baby rage because his runs got rejected.
How is that baby raging? Because I deleted 2 of my runs myself. How? How is it baby raging? I don't understand. I don't understand that logic. How? I said they were right. In the post. in my own post, I said they were right and that I deserved that and that it was something that should have been done. And I said that it was common practice and to not hate on the mods in any way whatsoever. How is that baby raging? Come on. This is Video Game Dunkey. He made a couple of videos on it. I thought his video was funny. But listen, Video Game Dunkey. I'm sorry, Video Game Dunkey. I'm sorry to have let my biggest fan in the entire world down.
He put out a video proving he didn't cheat. So then the whole internet flipped to being back on Dream's side. So I had...
Yes, the entire internet flipped to being on my side. It wasn't like there was not a single video ever made in support other than my video. And there wasn't 10 videos made against my video, and all of collectively Reddit and collectively anyone that, that wasn't a fan of mine, that was giving me the benefit of the doubt based on my behavior, which is a reasonable thing for a person to do. Come on, Dunkey. Come on, Dunkey. You're better than this, Dunkey.
So to see this 5 months after defending this guy tirelessly...
Again, the only problem, it's a funny video, to be fair. His other videos were funny. I laughed at them when they first came out originally, even though it was in the heat of the drama. But we're a minute in. He's already talked about it. He said 10 times I cheated and hasn't at all said what I actually said. Come on, Dunkey. Come on, Dunkey. Come on now.
And then to top it all off, he actually cheated this entire time. And you know what game he cheated at?
Dunkey!
Yeah, let that sink in. Dream cheated at Minecraft, a game designed for 5-year-olds.
Listen, Dunkey, I think you owe me an apology. I do. I think you owe me an apology. You misrepresented my words. This whole video that's going to be seen by millions of people makes it seem as if I just said, yeah, guys, I'm a manipulative asshole and I cheated and I lied about it. Dunkey, I never meant to lie to you, okay?
So even with cutting up that 1.5-hour stream VOD, I feel like Dream is very long-winded and not super good at explaining things, so I'm gonna quickly re-explain his points here. If you guys want to skip ahead, I will leave a timestamp below. But essentially what Dream is saying here is that since the beginning of his YouTube career, he has had a plugin that alters the game slightly in order to make videos easier to make and more enjoyable to watch, such as reducing particle effects or increasing drop rates to save on time. This is a plugin that was made for the 1.14 version of Minecraft and then later the 1.15 version of Minecraft. Then once the 1.16 version of Minecraft came out, I guess Dream assumed that the plugin was not updated for 1.16 yet and thought it was disabled during his speedruns, even though it wasn't. The reason he was unable to check this is because he was looking for mods, which is client side, but in reality the alteration came from a plugin. And then by the time he tried to look into the plugin, it was a week after the stream and stuff changed on his computer, so it was no longer there because I guess the guy who was working on it ended up removing it or changing it or something like that. Anyways, that's a general gist of what I get from this stream. Again, I'm not a super avid Minecraft player, so if any of you interpreted what Dream was saying in a different way, I would love to hear your insight in the comment section below. But regardless, let's move on to the Twitter reactions to his stream. The guy who made the video Dream was reacting to, Fireb0rn, reacted to this by saying, "Dream analyzing my video on livestream telling his fanbase, pretty please don't harass him, his fans." He then shows comments from various people. One says, "Your video is trash and full of lies." The other guy says, "I hate you so much." Another guy says, "Does Hollow Knight videos get no views? Says Dream cheated, instantly 10 times the views." And then another person says, "So we are all here not sending hate, but disliking." Cameron responds to him by saying, "Listen, Dream has 22 million subs. Obviously he can tell us not to send hate. And yes, there will be people who choose not to listen." Fireb0rn responds, "It's almost as if his responsibilities are more than just saying, don't do X." Cameron responds, "What else do you want him to do?" Every time he addresses stuff like this, he always says do not send hate. Whether that be through Twitter or live or whatever. You can't expect a single guy to control 22 million people. Assholes will be assholes no matter what. Shay responds to Fireb0rn by saying, "Y'all motherfuckers act like he can control all of his fans." Fireb0rn responds, "Yeah, right. If he cared about people harassing those moderators, he would have released a video and spoke up 6 months sooner. Just wanted to say that I really appreciate all the support and kind messages I've received. I'm totally fine. I've taught elementary schools before, so it's not like I've never been yelled at by groups of children." Jalen reacts to Dream's stream by saying, "Dream didn't cheat. It was actually his autistic 12-year-old cousin. See, when Dream was at his cousin's house, his cousin wanted to learn how Minecraft works. His 12-year-old cousin then put a plugin into his Minecraft that increased the drops. Dream was innocent all along." Nicholas Diorio tweets out, "Dream's audience simply existing and doing bad things is not the issue. Dream, either actively or unsuspecting, participating in a lie and targeting his detractors publicly is the issue. Dream waiting months to correct a record and making excuses is the issue. People aren't responsible for the harassment their audience inflicts 99% of the time. However, one of the exceptions is misleading people and causing harassment of people who have done nothing wrong." Some Ordinary Gamers tweets out, "Dream should really acknowledge the problem of stans that sent harassment and death threats to anyone investigating his Minecraft cheating business. I don't care about a speedrun on a block game as much as the hate mobs formed around a block game. That's never okay in any way." Dream responds, "Death threats and harassment is never okay. I'm cool with and have worked it out privately with the head moderator that made the original video, and received the brunt of the hate. I also said on my most recent stream multiple times that death threats are never okay. I also received tons of death threats and harassment and worse though, and I don't think either are justified. Do you? The difference is I won't blame anyone for it, because bad people do bad things regardless. I've been clear that I'm not okay with that." Cordwit responds to him by saying, "Nobody deserves death threats. Literally nobody. That's not the point. Just because you received harassment too, doesn't mean that you're not at fault for spreading misinformation about the moderators which indirectly led to them being harassed." Mudaha responds to Dream by saying, "Honestly, I feel like this should be a video that should be uploaded on the main channel for the majority of your fanbase to see at once. I've done it time and time again with my fanbase and it works wonders. I feel mentioning on Twitter or live streams isn't enough sometimes." Dream responds by saying, "I see where you are coming from. I just don't think our situations are similar in that regard. I upload once a month movie-like videos, and my fan bases on different platforms are completely different. As far as I've seen, I've never seen huge problems on the YouTube side. Would just be showing millions of people a pointless video that means nothing to them, and isn't involving them at all. And the people that are big enough fans of mine to be passionate enough to hate on my behalf would already see it on one of my other 15 platforms." Dream then tweets out, "Someone needs to make a compilation of all the times I've disavowed hate and toxicity and told people not to hate on others, and specifically called it out on Twitter, live streams, videos, podcasts, and replied to anyone that continues to push the narrative that I let it happen. Anti-fancam arc." He then tweets out, "I've decided to start ruling over this fanbase with an iron fist. Absolute fear and horror are the only solution. One true ruler as it should be. Obey or perish. Any detractors will face severe consequences. Toxic people are the first ones to perish." Joke. Elise responds, "You don't scare me," to which Dream responds, "Submit to my rule." Randbolt responds to Dream by saying, "Dream, in this absolute monarchy, what kind of positions are you planning to enact? Who will hold them? How will they be chosen?" Dream responds, "You are the executioner. Consider yourself lucky." Angelica responds to Dream by saying, "I refuse to be scared of a grown man who still pees his bed." Dream responds, "You are lucky I am a fair and just ruler, and recognize a joke when I see it. One step too far, and you will be smited. Disgusting mortal." Corduit responds to Dream's tweet about toxicity by saying, "Ah yes, I love the single DM you made to stop the harassment towards me. I've given this guy so many chances. He's absolutely blown it. Kind of disappointing because I was semi-optimistic he could sort things out, and was willing to help him. I'm done talking about Dream for real this time. I'm tired of the story, and want to move on to other things. If he wants to reach out for a discussion, that's fine too. My video said what I wanted to say, and I'm willing to let him redeem himself. And he's not on that road at the moment." Someone who isn't done talking about Dream, or any drama for that matter though, is Keemstar. He tweets out, "When the entire fanbase / Twitch chat turns on you, emoji mode." He then says, "That Dream stream was 10 out of 10, showing a picture of a train wreck. He then summarizes his thoughts in a Twitter video titled, "Dear Dream, here's some advice."
Listen, Dream, I'm gonna keep it a full stack with you, all right? You cheated in Minecraft, right? Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. The problem was the investigations, all these different people, the huge fan bases defending you. It's not some little thing. Like, these people that outed you, like the moderators and stuff and the other YouTubers that investigated this, they experienced fucking death threats from your fans. They experienced harassment on levels many have yet to experience. I know. I've experienced fucking hate mobs before. I know what that's like. And sometimes it can be absolute hell. You got people doxing you. You got people fucking swatting. It's just ridiculous, horrible, horrible shit happens when you have these hate mobs. And so, I can only imagine that's what happened when you were trying to defend yourself, saying that you didn't cheat. But then you found out months ago that you did cheat, right? According to your story. And you didn't say anything. You were quiet for months. And then you were like, "Oh, it's eating at me. I gotta come clean on everything." So then you write the post and it's blah, 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 blah. And you're explaining every little detail. No one fucking cares, all right? When you fuck up like this, you got to take a fucking L. And you keep showing a little bit of L and then you cover it up. But I'm a good person and blah, 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 blah. No, motherfucker. The internet wants to see you suffer for this shit. They want to see you take a fucking L. This stream, you're making all these excuses and all this other nonsense. Nobody wants that, all right? They want to punish you for your fucking crimes. And I know I said that as a joke, but seriously, they want to see you fucking punished for this dumb shit. And then we can move on. Until then, all this I'm a good person though, and people make mistakes and blah, 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 blah. Who are you talking to? Even the little kids that follow you aren't that stupid. Shut up and take the fucking L like a man.
And that's about it for the discussion around Dream cheating and his Twitch stream. My personal opinion on this is that I think Dream is over-exaggerating the difference between plugins and mods for this particular scenario. Yes, they are implemented into the game differently, but ultimately they are both meant to alter the game in some way. So when he was checking to make sure there were no mods enabled when he was speedrunning, he should have also checked plugins, as they can also alter the game and result in cheating. But that's just my opinion. I would love to hear yours in the comment section below, especially considering I'm not that big of a Minecraft player. I might actually be underestimating the difference between mods and plugins. Anyways, if you enjoyed this video and want to keep up to date on this story or anything like it, be sure to subscribe with notifications on, and I'd like to thank my channel members for supporting the channel, in particular Scrubby, who's donated $100 a month. But with all that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in another video.